So this is a bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I've always kind of prided myself on my level of self-control and my discipline, and that I can just start something. If I decide I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I've told, other people that you just need to start somewhere and just do something. And that's what I've done. So I'm not unhappy with the way that I've started so far. But I know that it has to get to the next level. I have not even revealed to anybody I know, including my wife. She doesn't even know that this YouTube channel exists. It's going to happen soon. I've got to reveal it to everybody. I've kind of been waiting to fine-tune my craft, or make it a little bit better. I don't know. I've been a little bit ashamed, I guess. I have not been willing to be vulnerable yet, and that has to happen. You've got to be vulnerable in order to get the message out and to share your story. I have failed. I have failed there, but I do have a plan for how I think I'm going to do that. So I plan on starting to do, hopefully weekly, talks with the guys who live in the dorm at the academy that I went to, that I still live near. They have a worship every night, and so it's a pretty easy venue to get to where I could have an audience. I start talking to people, young guys. That's been the whole goal. The whole time I've been talking about this, or been thinking about this, I should say, it's been at the academy that I went to, and these guys, high school age guys, and trying to educate them about the dangers of porn and just sexual purity in general. So that obviously is going to make it pretty public, but I feel like that first talk is probably where I may upload it to Facebook and show all the people that I know what's going on in my head, because right now it's just been sort of this video journal sort of thing, and my thoughts kind of out on the screen, but more for me. Like I haven't shared it anywhere, and so I knew that nobody that I knew was going to see it, so it's helped me be a little bit more unfiltered. But I think that's where I need to get to. I need to be unfiltered so that I'm being more vulnerable. I think that's important. You have to show this stuff and tell about my past porn addiction and the way that I got into it, because that story I know is a lot of people's story, and so talking about it gets people in the right mindset and helps them figure out, hey, I'm not alone in this, and it lowers the level of shame associated with it, in my head anyway. Okay, so that's the goal, is I'm going to go talk to these guys. I want to record that, and like I said, upload it, and that's going to be kind of the big reveal, and it's probably, I'm hyped it up more in my head than what it's actually going to be. But I think that is a big step in the right direction. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling very motivated today. I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to make a video this morning. I don't feel like even getting my phone out and start. I don't know. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I started watching videos, and that's been kind of my morning routine, is as I'm working out, is watching videos from all kinds of anti-porn. I guess a lot of secular stuff. And really, it doesn't have anything to do with spirituality. And a lot of these talks are TED Talks, and that's a secular stage. These people are talking about the dangers of porn without talking about, God's view for our manhood behind it. So I think that's important. I think there are lots and lots of studies showing there's harm from porn, and it doesn't have to be even spiritual. Obviously, if you're a Christian, you take it to a whole new level. But it doesn't even have to be from a Christian perspective, and porn is not good. It's bad for you. So anyway, that's what I've been watching a lot of, and that just kind of, it motivated me to a whole new level today, and I just felt this. I mean, I would say it's God's voice inside of me, the Holy Spirit, the behemoth inside of me is saying that I need to make this public. And so I start searching. I was looking for videos that I could comment on. I'm like, I need to start commenting on other videos, start trying to interact with other people who have a following in this sort of anti-porn world, so that I can start, hopefully meet, do a video with someone, or have a conversation, interview someone, like start making videos and growing an audience in this, so that my voice can be heard and this message can be spread. But most of the people who are making videos about this have their comments turned off. I think I know why. I'm sure that the negative feedback is ridiculous. I found, I don't even want to say her name, because there's so much negative. There's a whole Facebook group devoted to to bad-mouthing this woman who was a porn star, and she had then turned her life around, and she was going around talking to high school age kids, and maybe her intentions were not pure at all. I don't know. I didn't do enough research. I saw a video, and she seemed like she was well intentioned, and she was educating about the harms of porn and talking to kids about the Bible. And you know that people are going to fight back and push back against that. There are anti-porn, whole nonprofit organizations, and it kind of makes me sick because there's someone, this is the harm of porn, and it can do this and this and all these bad things, and then they kind of turn around and go, oh, but like, socially, just from a politically correct standpoint, we need to explore sex, and porn is good if it's educating kids the right way. And I'm like, I feel like that's kind of like trying to help people diet and end obesity by teaching people how to healthily eat a Snickers bar, only a little bit at a time. Like if you consume it the right way, then it'll be okay and it can be healthy. No, if you're fighting obesity, don't eat a Snickers bar. Don't go buy the Snickers bar. Like you can't. Anyway, that's the analogy that popped up in my head. So again, I know that the feedback that people are getting on these anti-porn videos and these Facebook group, whatever it is, they're getting horrible feedback and getting probably death threats. Like that's what's so crazy, is that people are so ingrained in porn and how normal and how natural and how healthy that it is, that they are passionate about fighting off anybody who's going to threaten that for them. If they're threatening like, oh, I'm going to shut down the porn industry, it wouldn't surprise me one bit that people would get death threats over that. And that is crazy. That's the level of passion that people have for porn. I feel like that's the level of passion I have against it. So like I said, I know, and this is what sucks, is like with YouTube, to grow an audience, you have to get views to get more views. I know how this works. YouTube's not going to promote a video that doesn't have any views, and so if you don't have an audience, you can't get any views. So I know that I have to share it, and if I share it on Facebook, it will get a handful of views, and people will maybe share it with other people, and it will get more views, and that's what leads YouTube to think, hey, people like this stuff, we need to show it to more people. I just haven't gotten there yet. That's a shortcoming of mine. I don't know. I just haven't been motivated. I haven't been willing to be vulnerable enough. I think that's one of my big things, is that I have a fear of being vulnerable, of other people seeing the skeletons in my closet and seeing all this stuff that I've struggled with before, and kind of admitting that. I know it's going to come out. Like I said, I'm getting ready to talk to a room full of guys, that have a lot of similar friends, all these family friends. It's a small community, this church community that I belong to. So it's going to get out. I want to share it before that happens. And so that's the new goal. I'm trying to connect with other people who have the similar passions from me, but that's been kind of tough. So as I've learned in my life in general, you can't really depend on other people to help you spread your passion or to pursue your passion. I've tried to rely on other people for that sort of thing before, and like, oh, I've got this business idea, or I've got this idea for a different YouTube channel, or whatever, like things in my life that I've got a passion for, and I'm like, oh, hey, you can help me, you can do this, like I can, if I have other people to bounce ideas off of, it'll be helpful, we can do this and this, and you can help edit the videos, you can film the videos, you can be whatever, and everybody else falls through the cracks. No one shares my passion. You cannot transplant the level of your passion for something into somebody else, and they are not going to share that level of passion with you. So if you have a passion for something, you've got to do it. That's what I have found in my life. And if you find somebody who shares that passion and you can go along with, and you can partner with in this sort of thing, oh my goodness, hang on to them, because that's rare. I haven't found it yet. I haven't found anybody that's willing to partner with me in this passion and really help me, because they'll say, yeah, I'll help you, and they do a couple things, and they just sort of like fade away, and they just stop doing it, and then I'm left doing it myself anyway. So that's something that I've learned in life, and I think that kind of sucks. But anyway, I've learned that you can't push your passion on anybody else. If there's something that you want, you've got to go get it. You've got to do it. And so that's what I'm doing now. I can't rely on anybody else. Like I said, just this morning, like an hour ago, I was going through all these YouTube videos trying to find somebody. I'm going to comment on one of their YouTube videos. They're going to find me, discover me, and then we're just going to fight this thing together. And all the comments are turned off everywhere I looked. I'm going to leave the comments on them. I know the feedback's going to be horrible, but I think it's going to be kind of important, because I think people need to see how negative the pressure is in the other direction and how passionate people are pro-porn. Anyway, that's my philosophy now. Maybe that'll change when I see like the death threats coming in. I don't know, but literally, like this lady, she was anti-porn, and she had a whole like Facebook group that was anti-her. Not necessarily even like anti-porn. They were anti-her. Like she had bad intentions and all that stuff, and like fighting her. I don't know. And she died, and people said it was a drug overdose, I think is what it was, and they weren't talking a whole lot about that. They weren't, I don't know, super into that. They were just talking about how like she died, and I saw her YouTube channel, and like 4 years ago the videos just stopped, and I was like, what the heck happened? So that's why I was going and finding out more. Find this Facebook group where everyone's just like trash talking her like crazy, And so it made sense that on her channel, that would be why the YouTube comments were shut off. But even on Terry Crews, like his YouTube comments are shut off. I'm sure they get sick of seeing stuff all the time, just getting negative feedback nonstop. So anyway, I'm taking it upon myself. I know that this is my passion and I need to be the one to push through and keep pursuing it. So I hope you have a great day. This is all going to hit the fan at some point. It's going to go, to Facebook and the people that I actually know. And so I got to share this message and share this passion of mine so that more views and more people can share it and hopefully grow this thing and get the message out there. So have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.